Hey everybody, welcome back to GameGenic TCG, and today we are going to be jumping into Raging Roar Set 3, their green Piccolo deck. Now, I know a lot of people, a couple people actually were asking about, hey, can we do yellow next? But I looked through all of yellow's cards, and until we get the full series breakthrough, there is no way to break down that deck. Like, it is just discombobulated. There are two good SRs, a bunch of mid 2-drops, a leader that cheats out those 2-drops, and no real support for anything sticking it together. So I really have to wait until we get more spoilers to be able to correctly assess this archetype. But green has a lot of cool points that I actually want to touch on. So with that being said, let's see if we can get this over 100 likes. I know you guys can do it. Thank you guys for the ongoing support. Want to let you guys know that we are doing a whole bunch of things in Universe X. Make sure that you look out for my streaming schedule for the following week in the next day or two. That'll be up. We're putting up new stuff on Patreon, going into Gen Con in the next week. I'm really getting out of my hole, and you guys are really helping me do it. So yeah, hop in on one of the Fusion World streams. And then I just want to let you guys know we are giving away the top 64 Vegeta for July. That'll be the July giveaway. We'll do the winners for that early, or the winner for that early in like August. And then we're also doing a whole bunch of stuff on UniX DB, my Dragon Ball channel. So go in the description, check that out, show it some love, because if that gets monetized, we'll be giving away 2 copies of Sparking Zero to the consoles of the winner's choice. So let's hop in to the content. So we're going to start with the Piccolo leader. Nothing too special about the Unawakened side, just a draw 1 when attacking, awaken at 4. But the Awakened side is actually where all the heat comes in. So when attacking, draw 1 card, auto once per turn. When this card's attack deals damage, if you have 8 or more energy, switch this card to active mode. So there's a couple weird things here. One, yes, this effect does not come into play until you're 8 energy. Now granted, that really should only be about turn 5. If you think about it, going into your turn 3 on 3 energy, you should be ramping once. Then you're going to be charging on your turn 4 and hopefully ramping again. Then you're going to be charging on your turn 5 and hopefully ramping again. Sometimes it's going to be even faster than that. So realistically, on turn 5, you should be at 8 energy and this should be live. Now, the cool thing about that is that he has his when attacking is just when attacking. It's not once per turn. So you're going to draw every time he swings. The other cool part is that this guy is normally going to turn what could be normal chip damage into must come out of pocket damage. Because if you choose not to block the first one and he deals damage, you're going to have to now come out of pocket to block the second one if you can. So you really have to put everything in the way. What this is going to cause is a type of game where you're going to be able to pile onto your leader and make him do the damage. And a lot of people are underestimating, I think, the fact that when your leader is one of your main beat sticks, he's on the board every turn. You can devote energy to defense, offense, removal, utility, and then let your leader do most of the work. And I think that's what this is going to turn into. I think this has the potential to become a very dangerous deck, and I am here for it. So let's go into the rest of the cards, because this needs help. There are going to be some cards that really do get into this, and I think they've spoiled at least a chunk of them already. So the first card we're going to talk about is Special Beam Cannon. Here we go. It's a 5-cost, activate main, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Then if there are 8 or more energy, choose your leader or up to one of your battle cards. It gains plus 30k power for the turn. Cool thing about this is that Special Beam Cannon can also boost a battle card, so you can really just turn that into a double strike if you want to. But you don't really need to, because technically you can kind of turn your leader into a unstoppable dual attacker. And if your opponent doesn't have blockers, or if they don't have blockers with barriers, and congratulations, those don't exist yet, you can, as far as I don't know, they did bring barrier in here. You can blow up a blocker and then start trying to push the leader's damage. So this is really good. I like the fact this isn't just a character buff. This is also a let me buff, this isn't a character removal. This is just like, let me buff your leader too. It'd be one thing, it'd be kind of mid if it was only a leader buff. Like, I think it would need another like 10 or 20k. And that would be insane. But I think that because it also blows up something, that is insane. Now, I kind of wish this was leader locked. I'm not going to hold you, but we'll get there. But already, putting your leader at plus 30k means that at 50k, your opponent has to come out of a super combo and a super combo, or a super combo and an extra, or at very worst 4 cards out of hand to not take this damage, have you untap, and then be able to attack again and draw. Which is, at that point, you've drawn 2 cards for pretty much free. You just playing Special Beam Cannon and dealing a damage and then being able to swing again, you've gone +1 and delta damage. So that's actually a very strong interaction in my opinion. Now, the next card on our list, Piccolo. This is going to be where it starts to bring it together. This guy is a 6-cost, 30k power, 5k attack, 5k combo power. when KO'd, add the top card of your deck to your life. This isn't really going to be that big of a thing. At 30k, it's almost a coin toss on whether or not red can take care of it. And then you have yellow, which is going to be able to tap it, but because of its activate main that we're going to get to in a second, you really don't want to leave this guy on the board, so yellow's going to have to get rid of it, and that's going to get his healing effect. Green is going to have to get rid of it, which is going to get his healing effect, and then unfortunately, as per usual with blue, they'll just bottom deck this guy. They're not even trying to play with him. So yeah, the activate main though is the crazy part. Activate main once per turn. If you have 8 or more energy during this turn, when the next time you use an extra with a cost of 5 or less from your hand, you don't have to pay the cost. This is about to be one of the biggest things about this, because if you play this Piccolo, you have a 30k, right? That has some insurance against most colors when it's KO'd, and then you're going to be able to play Special Beam Cannon for free, smoking something off the board, and then turning your leader into a 50k beat stick. But this isn't necessarily in, because Piccolo is going to be, I think, the cornerstone of a particular strategy that I'm going to talk about in the second half of this video. But being able to play things for free is going to be pretty cool. So moving into the next card, we've got a Sun Gohan Youth. Now, this is the secret rare from this set. I'm a Gohan stan, so I'm happy this is here. But this is a permanent your turn. If you have 8 or more energy, your leader gets plus 20,000 power. And then when attacking once per turn, 2, add the top card of your deck to your energy and rest mode. I have mixed feelings about this card. I don't like him in the early game. I need to test with him. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. But so far in the early game, it makes me feel kind of awkward because at 2 cost and 20k, your opponent can tap 3 and Vegito this to the bottom of the deck. If they already have a Vegito out, you can't even play this because this guy can get Zamasu'd. Against red, 3-drop Goku automatically answers this. Also against red, there's a lot of cards. Like if they have a Whis on the board and you haven't been able to deal with it, they could just tap 3 for Gohan. There's a lot of cards that get rid of this. Cooler will automatically tap this. If they tap it and Death Beam it, this thing is gone. There's a lot of combos. The only color that can't get rid of this on 3 or less energy, right now I believe is green. But even once green gets to their 4th energy, Vegeta can get rid of this. So I feel like playing this early game might be a trap. You really have to see. It really depends on how the meta shapes up. However, at this moment, it does kind of feel like a trap to me to play this early game. But the cool part is, late game, there are some nasty things you can do, especially with the Piccolo leader. Like, this is going to be a really strong buff, right? For a lot of leaders just pushing, but no other leader is double striking green, and no other leader is dual attacking in green but Piccolo. So in this particular case, what happens when you have your 6-drop Piccolo still on the board and you open up and go, your opponent has, 2 life or something like that, or you turn your entire board sideways. Like, let's say you're just trying to deal your chips, right? And your opponent just can see it coming. You play this Gohan. Your board is just a Piccolo and you have like 9, 10, 11 energy. You play a Gohan. Cool. All right. You're down to your 9 energy or something, because this deck should be able to ramp pretty well. You swing with Gohan for 20k. They have to drop a card. Maybe they're at 3 life. They don't want to drop anything else. They have to drop a card. Okay, you play another Gohan. You swing with it. They drop another card. Okay, man, this is starting to get a little hairy, right? And then you swing with Piccolo for 30k, and they have to drop a super combo. And then you go, okay, it's time. And you activate Piccolo's effect, and you play Special Beam Cannon. So you still only use 4 energy, and you pop your opponent's whatever opponent's card you want to pop, and now your Piccolo leader is 20k for the first Gohan, 20k for the second Gohan, and he's got 30k from the Special Beam Cannon. So he's sitting at an additional 70k. He's a 90k leader. And that's when you go, okay, attack, 90k. Your opponent goes, wow, cool, take that. Untap my leader, swing for another 90k. And then you pass, and you still have 5 energy up for your Earth Shatterings, your gigantic meteors. I think that's the cool part about this card. You're going to be able to start pushing your leader to uncomboable damage, and then start pushing through damage. So I think that makes Piccolo, Gohan, Special Beam Cannons these late game monsters, So that's pretty much where I am thinking of it, but I want to take it a step further in the terms of theorycraft. So we're gonna have our quick word from our sponsors, and then afterwards we're gonna talk about this just kind of theory I've got going on when it comes to this Piccolo leader. Alright y'all, taking a quick moment to shout out the sponsors for this video. First up is Mystic TCG, a store based in Missouri that sells all sorts of TCG product, even more than what you see featured here on this page. They also buy singles, collections, and prize cards, so make sure you actually catch them out in their store in Missouri at an event, or even on their Facebook, just to be able to see the events here, but also ask them what they're up to and what they're looking for in terms of vending. You can also use the code UNIXTCG to get discounts off your pre-orders as well as orders, so make sure you get your TCG product while it's hot. Then you have Eclipse Cards and Hobby based out of Texas, and if that sounds familiar, they did sponsor me with a box of Fusion World Set 1. But as you can see on this page, there is a plethora of TCG products that they are actually having for sale at their establishment. You can also even buy things that aren't just TCG products. As you can see on the screen right here, they hold their own locals, they hold their own events, and they are going out to more and more events. You can actually check their Facebook to see their schedule, as well as call and ask about their vending list. And at the checkout for their website, you can use the code UNI10X to actually get percentages off your pre-orders or your orders. So go check it out as well. And we're always up to all sorts of things in Universe X, so you can go down the description and check the link tree to find out about my other channels, my Twitch, or any other avenues that I'm creating content on. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can always go down to any description on any video and find my Amazon affiliate links. These products here will differ from video to video to cater to the audience in question, but it's just very easy to see something that you may like or be interested in, open it up, and choose the style and or color that'll work for you. All proceeds will give kickbacks to the channel, so it'll be some direct support, and I'll always appreciate the help from you guys. So with that being said, let's get back to the video. Yeah, cool stores, right? Two of my favorite places to go to play cards. Just to let you know, you never know when one of my sponsors is going to drop in and try to bless the party. We had a stream a couple days ago where Eden, owner of Mystic TCG, just had said we could do a drawing for a free box of Blazing Aura, and we gave it away right on stream, so you never know. But yeah, go in the description, check out those links, get your card products at a discounted price, and you know, just kind of help out the homie, help out his sponsors. It just is a good look on all of us. So with that being said, let us get over into this theory that I had. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to talk about the last SR, only because I don't think it really fits into this strategy. We have a 6-cost Goku, and its SPR is beautiful, yes, but it's 6-cost 30k blocker, and then on play, when KO'd, draw 1 card, and then add up to 1 card from your hand to your energy. So essentially, when you play him, he's a blocker, that's cool. We'll talk about his stats in a second, but on play, you're going to be able to just draw a card, and then take a card from your hand and put it in there. There's probably gonna be a lot of extras in this deck, I think, so you can really just kind of get one of your 0 costs out of hand. And this is gonna be decent in a fair amount of, I think, green decks, because you're gonna be able to draw and then place, getting rid of a dead card in your hand, hopefully drawing into a more live card. Then he has the on KO effect, who's going to do the same thing, going to help you ramp up. Now, by the time you can cast 6, there's probably some better cards you'd be playing that ramp. And then a blocker doesn't really mean terribly much because of how this game currently works. Against red, like I said, it's a coin toss, but if it's ever a 30k blocker versus game, yes, it's a coin toss, but I think they probably will have to trigger his on KO ability, but they can get rid of this, and that is the whole thing. Blue will just get rid of this with no downsides, like I said before. Yellow can tap this guy down and just swing past him. And then green, the mirror, is going to be where this guy gets most of his use, because they can't get rid of him in most cases outside of that Broly that comes in the Broly deck. They can't get rid of him without triggering his ability. So that's going to be kind of a downside for thinking about using this character. Now, when it comes to like his ability, I think his ability is cool. I like that it comes in on play and when KO'd. I just think there's a lot of ways. By the time we get to 6 energy, there's a lot of ways to circumvene this guy. Yeah, I just think that that's kind of not that great. But when we move over to what I wanted to talk about with the Piccolo leader and the Piccolo SR, I think that we're going to be in a position where that Piccolo SR may be one of the most pivotal cards in this deck, if not this color. And the reason why I say that is because he's going to come out, and his on KO ability will help you, get a card back. But he's going to be able, not every turn is going to be a turn where you play Special Beam Cannon and try to push. There will be some turns where you just might let a 2-drop Gohan put your leader at 40k and have him swing, and if your opponent combos out of it, they combo out of it, but they're going to have to be dropping things. There are going to be some turns where you don't want to just Special Beam Cannon and push because they're not at the kill stroke yet. There will be turns where you will, but in those turns that you don't do that, Piccolo counts any extra card. It's not just specialty and canon. So if you have a destructive strength in hand and you charge like another destructive strength, but you just don't want to have this sitting in hand, you can activate main on Piccolo and just toss destructive strength. For free. Just gain an energy from the top of your deck for free. Whatever. Just throw it out there, you know? You have Sensu Bean. If you have Piccolo on board, you can potentially keep your energy so open. Like, let's say you are trying to build your board state and you've been ramping, you play Piccolo, right? And you like there's a lot of things. You're playing against yellow and you're trying to stabilize. You can play things like a Piccolo on 7. For free, activate a destructive strength going up to 8. And then just hold Sensu Bean in your hand for your awakened leader to go up to 25, and then try to survive what they could play out for the turn. Another cool thing you can do is once Piccolo's already on the board, if he survives till the next turn, you can easily do something like, okay, I'm going to activate his ability, and I'm going to play Sensu Bean for free, and then I'm going to tap 3 and then gain a life. Because you can play the 2 for free, and then just hit the activate main effect and tap that 3 to gain a life, turning it from a 5 cost to literally a 3 cost like the Korin 1-drop. So there's a lot of cool little nifty things you can do here. You might not want to use your gigantic meteors because they are super pretty much free 25k swings. But what happens when you activate Piccolo in your main and then you attack with your leader and then go earth destroying blow? Literally goes up to 50k, or sorry, goes up to 45k. Then you draw a card. You can choose to ramp it or keep it in hand, and then guess what? Actually, no, the interaction between that is even crazier, because like you have a Piccolo on the board, and you know you played him at 6, you played him at 7, whatever. You draw, you charge. You could literally be like, okay, tap. You could literally, if you're at 8 energy, you play Gohan, right? Or you don't even, like, this is the part that's blowing my mind. There's so many little plays. Let's say you played him on curve, and you get up to, you play him on curve, and then you draw into, oh, that's so nice. I'm so sorry. This is hilarious. Okay, so you play Piccolo on curve on 6, and he survives, whatever. You go to your next turn, you charge to 7. You tap 2 for little Gohan, okay? And then you attack with your leader, or you activate Piccolo's main to make your next extra card free, right? Yep, you've 8 or more. Oh, I see. See, that's the one thing I did mess up on. There's a lot of things you can actually do here. So you could play the Gohan. Gohan is on the board. You've used 2 out of your 7 energy. You then attack with your leader. And once you attack with your leader, if I'm not mistaken, you can then tap 2 more, play Earth Destroying Blow, go up to 45k, choose to ramp that card. Now that you've ramped that card, right, you're at 8 energy. This will make Gohan turn on. So now your leader goes up to 65k power. Then you're now at 65k power at 8 energy. So you can now hit your opponent. Because 65 is a high number, your leader would untap. And now your Piccolo 6 is turned on to play an extra card for free. So, yeah, I think that's actually a really cool thing. And just to make that clear again, I'm just going to say it one more time. I know this might be a little confusing, or this might be kind of beating the horse into the ground, but that's the kind of stuff I think that's been swirling around my head when it comes to this leader. You literally could just be like, turn 6, play Piccolo. Keep him untapped, do your thing, protect yourself. Turn 7, you charge to 7, play Gohan, you have 5 energy left, attack with your leader, Earth-Shattering Kamehameha, you have 4 energy left, draw the card, charge the card, or look at the card, charge the card, you're at 8 energy now, so Gohan boosts you up, so now you went from 20k base to 45 with your Earth-Shattering Kamehameha, and then now Gohan's turned on with 8 energy, putting you up to 65. Your opponent has to come out of hand from 65, and you've drawn a card for your leader's ring, or they take the damage, your leader untaps. And now you can activate Piccolo's effect again or the 6-drop Piccolo's effect for the first time, now you're 8 energy to make your next extra card free, and now you can attack with your leader, draw another card, and it really depends on what you want to do from there. You could literally play another Earth-Shattering Kamehameha for free this time, and draw the card or charge the card to put yourself at 9 to be even stronger amounts of push the following turn. I think there's a lot of stuff, and mind you still have 4 energy open at this point to defend yourself. So I think that we can get into an era where Piccolo becomes this very, very nice control deck, where if you don't get rid of the Piccolo, you can potentially just auto lose based off of the advantage that he's able to free play this entire time. And that'll allow you to keep defense open in your hand for your Earth, or for your gigantic meteors, for your other Earth Shatterings if you play them, your twin combination if you want to tech that in. There's a lot of things you can do, and I'm really, really feeling what this deck can potentially do. I'm gonna definitely build and test it. I'm gonna have fun. That's gonna be one of the first ones I put up on my Patreon, so I hope you guys are ready. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys for being here. I don't want to go on this too much longer, but like, it has been a really trying time, and you guys are showing me support and love and comments, and I will always appreciate that. So let's do some bigger and better things. Still trying to move into a new place, and after Gen Con I should have a lot more freedom and spare funds to do some fun stuff on the channel and give back to the community. So thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. I moved this video one day later, so later tonight, probably about like 4 or 5 p.m. Just look for your notifications. We'll be live playing on the client and having some fun there. And yeah, thank you guys for everything you do. Check me out on my other pages if you want to show some love and help grow the brand. And I will see you in the next video or stream. Peace.